welcome to the latest video in the TimeCatchApp video series. In this video, I'm going to talk about a brand new feature we have added to TimeCatchApp, Successor tasks. We are excited to share with you the benefits of using these tasks and how they can help you in your time and process management. The number one scenario in which you would want to use successor tasks is when you have a sequence of tasks where the output of one task becomes the input of the other. And so you can automate this process using our successor tasks. You automatically get dates that are aligned to the end dates of the predecessor tasks. You can share information between tasks or choose not to if you do not want to share. And you also get email notifications. All successor task users will get email notifications 3 days prior to the start of their task date and another notification on the actual start date. So you get plenty of reminders that a task is coming up for which you are responsible. Let me show you how this works. I have created a project here called Project Successor Tasks, and I have the automatic default task there. I am not going to include this task in the successor task templates, just show you how TimeCatchApp allows you to include successor tasks along with tasks that are not part of the successor process in a project. And so you have the flexibility of having the normal tasks that do not form part of the successor task as well as the successor task progressions. I am going to now click that big red button to add a successor task. So successor 1. And then I am going to say share documents with successor. And I am going to create the task, and then I am going to upload a document here. So successor 1 has been uploaded, and the document is right there. Now, successor 1 is ready to clock in along with the default task. They both start today. In order to create a successor task now, I do not click on the task button. I click on the successor on the first task, and then I edit the task. And then I say share documents, and I add successor 2. I'm going to make it a new task, and then I'm going to call it successor 2. I do not want successor 2 to share, so I'm not going to click that. And I create the task. I save the successor. And one last step that is not in the usual task creation is I have to remember to go down and update the task. Since this is a modification of successor 1 task. So when I go back to the dashboard and I look at the task, you will see I now have a successor 2, and it has the document shared from successor 1. Notice its start date is the end date of successor 1, and its default end date is a week from the start date. So now I'm going to add a successor 3, and I'm going to do a slight modification of adding an existing task rather than creating a new task. So I edit the task, and I'm not going to share documents. I add the successor task. I'm going to pick it from an existing task. And I pick a project, and I pick the task, and I save it. And then again, I have to remember to update the task. So when I go to the dashboard now, I should have that task there. Go to the end, go to Project Successor Task, and there is Successor 3. It's waiting, and it has the right dates. So this is a quick way of setting up your successor template. In special cases, we also have flexibility built in with this automation. For example, let's say I was working on Successor 1 really hard, and I completed it in a day or just earlier in general. So I go in there on the date I complete, and I say mark as complete. And I'm going to show completed tasks as well so you can see it. Notice its clock in has been grayed out and you cannot work on it anymore. The end date is mentioned and all subsequent dates. Successor 2 has changed its default date to today, and end date proportionately changes a week from then. And successor 3 has its start date as the end date of successor 2. Also, the clock activated on successor 2 and its status changed depending so that I can work on it. Now, another scenario is when I want to send back within the project. Successor 1 was, for example, a software programming task, and it was sent to successor 2, who is a QC person and debugs the software and wants to send it back because there are bugs that need fixing. And TimeCatchApp Successor Task allows for this too. So I can just go to Successor 2 and on the pull down menu, click Send Back. It will come up with a dialog box asking me why I want to send it back. And I can give my reasons here. And all predecessor task contributors will be sent emails with this information that I type in here so that I can type as little or as much as I want about why I'm sending it back and what needs to be done. So I send it back. The task was sent back successfully. Now notice what happens. Successor 1 clock activates and is in progress again. Now, if I start working on it, and I want to change its dates. I plan to finish it in the next 4 days. After looking at the email, I decided it would take me 4 days to do this. So I go to the due date and I edit the task. And then I go down to the due date and I pick the end of the weekend and I update the task. So now I go back to my dashboard and you will see what happens with the project. The date has been changed to end on the 4th of August, and successor 2's dates automatically changed to start when it comes back on the 4th of August. And the user can continue working on the project and clock in the time. And successor 3's dates have been changed to reflect the change in the dates of successor 2. In summary, we use successor tasks when there are a sequential progression of tasks that depend on each other. We can share information between these tasks, and the users get email notifications of upcoming tasks so that they can be aware of the task that is coming their way. We also have flexibility built in within this automation, allowing for early or late completion of the project and automatic adjustment of timelines. And we also have a send back feature where the task can be sent back to the previous task if there is need for modification, and dates again adjust accordingly. Now, this template was not very hard to set up, as you see, but having done this work, future setting up of templates are a cinch. It just takes seconds. All you have to do is go to the project and in the pull down menu, click duplicate. And then you will get a dialog box asking you if you want to duplicate tasks as well. You say yes, and you have a copy of that project. And you can use this template for other projects that you have. All you have to do is change the name and adjust dates and the permissions to share or not share information. We are so excited about this new feature. We are always working hard to give you, the contractor, consultant, small business, our users, the best features we can offer. And we think this successor task will greatly help you with these sequential task management and make your time pay. All you have to do is go to TimeCatchApp and sign up for the free version, and you will have all these features and the many other features, intuitive click-in, time tracking, time reports, and all our other features, as well as this new feature for free for life. All you have to do is go to TimeCatchApp and sign up and make your time pay right away. Happy time catching!